Most people think self-study means reading books about yourself. But the ancient practice of Svadhyaya is something entirely different. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Patanjali placed this single practice at the heart of yoga and how it can transform your relationship with both sacred texts and your own mind. This isn't just another spiritual concept, it's the bridge between knowledge and liberation. Svadhyaya literally means study of the self, but the tradition gives us two seemingly different paths. The classical approach emphasizes studying sacred texts, the Yoga Sutras, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita. But this isn't passive reading. You return to the same verses repeatedly, each reading revealing what you couldn't see before. The texts become mirrors, reflecting states of consciousness you'll encounter on the path. The modern interpretation focuses on self-observation, watching your patterns, noticing when anger arises, recognizing the movements of ego without trying to fix them. But here's where it gets interesting. These aren't separate practices. They're like light and object. The texts provide the categories through which observation becomes precise. Without knowing what the kleshas are, you might feel discomfort, but not recognize it as aversion. Conversely, self-observation makes the texts come alive. Reading about ignorance as an abstract concept is one thing. Catching yourself in the act, taking the impermanent for permanent, that's when the teaching becomes recognition. So how do you begin? Choose one text and stay with it. Read a small portion daily, one sutra, a few verses. Don't consume the text, let it work on you. Pair this with 10 minutes of daily observation, just watching what the mind does, without judgment. Notice the gap between who you think you are and how you actually behave. This isn't self-criticism, it's honesty. Patanjali promises that from Svadhyaya comes connection with your Ishta Devata, your chosen aspect of the divine. But perhaps what you discover through this practice is that the wisdom in the texts and the pure awareness observing your mind are pointing to the same truth. The study that reveals the self isn't completed in a weekend. It's the patient work of a lifetime. Take a moment to consider, what would change if you approached just one sacred text as a mirror rather than information? If you're ready to explore these practices more deeply, visit satyori.com for guided study resources. The ancient wisdom is waiting for you to discover it within yourself.